let's get to your stock pick for today. What will it be?
So I've gone for something a bit different. So I've gone for Hammerson, which is the shopping center owner of UK and French shopping centers. Just to give you the quick background, that Hammerson's gone through a very tough time of late, as the entire sector has, the entire retail property sector has in Europe. Hammerson actually needed a rights issue in 2020 to help it sort out its balance sheet. It probably wasn't enough money raised at that point in time. So they've also, subsequent to that rights issue, had to undertake a disposal program to sell off some of its assets to try and reduce its gearing to basically fix its balance sheet. Where we find ourselves today in the UK is that rentals have fallen, goodness me, well over a third from their peak in 2017, 2018. But now we're seeing stabilization in terms of rents, specifically across Hammerson's portfolio of shopping centers in the UK and in France. And the valuation yields, especially on the UK properties, have risen significantly. So there's remember the inverse of the yields is the property valuation. So the property valuations have fallen significantly. And now at the moment, they're at a very significant spread over the UK 10-year government bond, which is a bit of a proxy or benchmark that you use to value these types of assets. So we think there's lots of protection there in terms of, at the moment, the narrative seems to be that interest rates are going to fall, which would be there'll be a tailwind for these property valuations. But if the market is wrong and there's still further interest rate increases from here, there's lots of buffer in terms of the property valuations, specifically on the UK assets. And then, so from a downside perspective, we think we're near the bottom. I mean, Hammerson is trading at an almost 50% discount to these valuations that I've just described. And then also there is upside in terms of their ability to dispose of their 40% stake in the premium outlet business called Value Retail, which they carry at approximately £1.2 billion on their balance sheet.
Yeah.
And to highlight that Hammerson's market cap is like £1.35 billion. So there is the possibility of significant upside in Hammerson.
Wow. All right. Well, thank you so much for your analysis today on what has been driving the markets, Richard, so far. That was Argon Assets, Richard Court.